thank you. Now to our series, Eye on Brazil, and the story of a Vietnamese refugee who sized up opportunities in the South American nation. Sid Lister reports on his remarkable and emotional journey from Saigon to Sao Paulo.
It takes a leap of imagination to turn these into Ds. But Tai Wong Nguyen's life has been all about leaps. He grew up in South Vietnam. His family were prosperous business owners in Saigon, and then the war came. His brother was killed. In 1978, 3 years after the South fell, Tai fled Vietnam. The dot on the ocean is the raft he and 67 children were crammed into when they were picked up by this Brazilian tanker. A few weeks later, he arrived, a penniless refugee, in Rio de Janeiro.
We arrived in Brazil on Carnival Day, so it was a huge culture shock because Vietnamese women are so discreet. People were so noisy and happy. It was such a contrast to where I came from.
Tai moved to Sao Paulo, Brazil's melting pot and now one of the biggest cities in the world, to begin a new life. He compiled the first Vietnamese-Portuguese dictionary in a roundabout way.
Everything was handwritten, and I had to use 4 dictionaries to translate from Vietnamese to French, and then to English, and then to Portuguese.
And he began adapting to the Brazilian way of life. He even met the great Pelé.
I did not ever feel prejudice against me in Brazil. I have traveled everywhere. I think the best people in the world are the Brazilians, even better than my own people. They are warm and open.
As for the trucks, Tai designed a line of footwear made from recycled tires, a throwback to the Vietnam War when people cut up tires to make sandals. And at the same time, he's helping the environment.
Everything we make is recycled. In Brazil, tires are a big problem because governments allowed people to dump tires from other countries here.
He expects this year his company will use 3 million tires. That's 300 kilometers. Tai's line of shoes and bags, which also use old tarpaulin covers from trucks, has become a hit in Brazil, and he recently opened a factory here. Tai's family is now scattered around the world, but he can't imagine leaving Brazil. This is a beautiful country with good people, he says, and I owe it something. Sid Lister, CNN, Sao Paulo.